Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Just want to show the aquarium before, I stand in front of it and start talking about the Redsea Reefer 350 and what I have in store for it.
Are you listening? Damn.
Now, I'm going to do an unboxing of the Nero 5s and tell you guys exactly what I think of it. I ended up with two. I wanted to use one just for a minute. Initial setup, the initial whatever, and see what I actually think of it. So on the Redsea Reefer, we are using their lights. Now, I must say, their lights are quite awesome. And I'm not just saying it. All right, I wasn't sure on how I was going to like it. But as you guys can see, I do have a great shimmer from these lights. Now, I don't have any disco ball effect. I don't see it. I think the light blend they're blending very well. Whatever technology they have on these lights, it's doing an awesome job. Now, we did put several pieces of coral, as you guys can see, in here. And everything been open, stays open. Two little pieces of SPS, or actually three. My original purple stylophora, some chalices, some zoas, lobos, GSP, acans, another chalice, Chicago, sunburst, gronia, weeping willow, long tentacle toadstool leather. These are several things that I put in here. Hey, just to see how it's going to do under these lights. Tank cycled really quick. For you guys that is wondering what I used to cycle the aquarium, right there. That's what I used to do the cycle, and it literally only took, I believe it was like 4 or the 5th day I woke up and whatever, and everything was great. So that's what I used. That's Microbacter Start XLM from Brightwell Aquatics. Probably the fastest stuff I've ever used. Not to be funny, it worked really fast. I've used Dr. Tim's and stuff, and it works well. It's been around a long time as well. That stuff worked, works just like anything else. Depends on how, I guess, are you impatient or do you have patience? So that's it. So as far as the lights, I'm loving it, digging the aquascape. Now we also got to get into this down here. Now, this is the Redsea Reefer. Excuse me, camera's trying to focus. Let me get some light down here. There we go. Let me take off this whatchamacallit. No, that's not going to work. All right, we'll put that back on. Anyway, so let's talk about the sump for the Redsea Reefer. So it comes with its own ATO auto top off that sits on top of the sump. I don't like it. I think it's not cool to have it up there. If you're really in tight quarters or whatever, fine, so be it. You got to slide it on either side, so either you don't have a protein skimmer or you do have a protein skimmer, but if you need to get in the return pump or something like that goes out, you're going to have to drain that water, get it out of there, move it out, and then maintain the pump. Or if you want to do a cleaning, you have to do that every time. I didn't like that idea, so got on saltwateraquarium.com and ended up with the CWT Aquatics Reservoir. Okay, that's what I ended up doing. I ended up putting in, sorry if it's blurry, an ATO. I self-tap that, so when I want to add water, I did that. Now, some people say, Rico, why didn't you put a float valve, whatever? I could still do that. I could still do that and use this to drip either some calc in here or whatever the case I want to do. I might want, whatever. I don't like it. I like to sit here while water is going on and honestly just let it fill up as I'm working right here. I don't usually move from this area. If I do, I know the water's on, I shut it off immediately. There's other things that I can put in there to make it stop. I can, integrate something to allow it only to run and then shut it off after it's been running for 5 minutes, whatever the case may be. So I'm not worried about it. There's multiple ways you can do that. You can do that with the float switch inside, run it so it can stop it. Same thing, you can integrate that, breakout box. You can do all kinds of stuff. For me, that's just the way I did it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now I do got to put a protein skimmer over here. I do have the Redsea Reefer 600 protein skimmer that will go in that section over there at some point. Right now, I don't honestly need it. So with that being said, let me turn the camera around and also show you a couple things that we are going to be adding to this system, because people are saying, Rico, are you running a calcium reactor, or are you doing a so how are you going to dose the system? Well, that's what we're about to get into, because I think it's time to tell you guys exactly what's my plan for this tank. Now, I've never done it this way. I need you guys' honest opinion about this. So what I'm about to show you, I need you to tell me, have you done it? What was your experience with it? How much you were using and all that. So let me put you guys on the stand. Let me flip this around and let's get directly into what we're going to do with this beautiful system here. All right. So I did say what I'm going to do. So now I put this up here. We have part A and part B. It's riffing, energy, coral, nutrition. Never used this stuff before. Couldn't tell you anything about it. So that's why it's a great candidate to do the Redsea Reefer with its own product line, right? So we got their own lights. We have their tank. Why not use their products on it? You know what I'm saying? I don't, people swear by it. We're going to find out what this product can do for the corals and the habitats that's going to be in this aquarium. Now, some of you guys may or may not, because it's been quite some time. It's been like, I don't know, a year or so. I picked up these kamoers X1 micro pumps. I figured these pumps are time to come to use with these pumps to be able to dose this system. Don't know much about them. Never heard anything bad about them. Actually, quite a few of my friends actually run them. So, and they never once complained about them. So, we picked those up. I don't know. Maybe it might have been a year from saltwateraquarium.com. They've been just sitting over here on my shelf, waiting for the perfect opportunity to be utilized and put to work. So we're going to be testing those guys out. We're going to be popping the lids on these and running a rigid tube and all that. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that, show you the setup on all that, and show you how we're going to do that. Like I said, I need people to understand that I've never ran this. I need those people that actually ran it, maybe know somebody that runs it, part A, part B. Let me know. Please let me know what your guys' experience is with it, what to look out for. Do I need to be careful on overdosing it, or what? What's the side effects for those who have overdosed? I don't know. I've never ran this type of stuff. I'm a big fan of calcium reactors. People asked about a calcium reactor on this. I said that absolutely not. I think it's unfair. I have the Beast. It runs on a big calcium reactor from Geo. If we need to talk about it, it's over there. For this system, not saying that we can't have another system that's going to be on this wall to run one on a smaller scale. But for right now, I don't need it right now. I need to know what some of this other stuff can do. How stable is it? How consistent can it be? Now, don't get me wrong. I know pretty much in my heart, and this is just me in my personal opinion, ain't nothing topping a calcium reactor as far as stability. And that's just me. Because that is something that is continuously dosed 24/7. It never stops. Products like this and stuff, it stops and goes and stops, and goes. It might only get dosed this once a day. Might only dose twice a day. All this other stuff. So right there is where it's consistent, but it's really not consistent. It's stable, but it's really not stable. Stability would be consistently. Your heart is beating consistently, all the time, unless you're dead, right? So when it stops, then you die. Your tank crash. Well, some things, when it stops, it does the same thing. It's not consistent. It's got a consistent rhythm, and it beats nonstop. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I feel that what keeps us stable, keeps us going throughout the day. If it stopped, then we drop. We don't keep on walking. Whatever the case may be. You get the point. Anyway, not trying to ramble on. Just telling you guys, we are using the kamoer X1 micro pumps with reef nutrition, reef energy, coral nutrition, part A and part B. We are able, I'm pretty sure, to stick these down the side, if I measured right, down the side next to the reservoir, front and back, long ways. I'm pretty sure that we can get it there. It's tucked away. Everything's tucked away, and this tank is going to look beautiful. So, with that being said, guys, if you're new to this channel, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, there are things that I like to do, giveaways. One, I have extra stuff laying around, or if a company wants me to do something, to give something away, that's not a problem either. And I am a big believer in giving back. A lot of this stuff I don't need. I love making content. I love setting up things. I'm loving the fact that I'm going to be doing something new, something that I'm not really familiarized with when it comes to the pumps and all that. Got some other major stuff that's going to be going on with the beast. So there's tons of stuff that's going to be out here. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.